Hey folks, welcome back. Today's video is a run through of how to tie probably one of the most common knots used in climbing, the rethreaded figure-8. Here in the UK, it's kind of the main knot we use to tie into our climbing harnesses. So we're just going to run through it. I'll tie it once without talking you through it, and then we'll go through it again in more detail after that. Cool. So if you've not followed our channels yet, if you head over to our Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, please like and follow. We've got hopefully plenty more videos to come. This month we're doing our September socials challenge, so try to post something on our social medias every day. So be sure to like and follow, and you'll be able to keep up with everything that's going on with us. If you head into the comments as well and let us know what you want to see, we're always looking for good ideas of content. So, seeing how quickly that took, a couple of seconds, but we'll go through it in a bit more detail and we'll look at each of the steps individually. Cool. So the first step is going to be tying the original figure-8 into the rope. So to do this, we take a length of rope. I like to go from my left shoulder a full arm length out to my right. The only thing that works well for me. We've then got a bite there. We then make a loop, and we go round the back of that loop. We then take our tail and we pop it through the original loop there like that. And that's just got our original figure-8. So we'll do a close-up version of that on the camera now. So first of all, we're going to take our length of rope. We'll measure it out. Once we've got our measured out length of rope, we're going to form our bite. We're then going to come around the front, and we're going to go around the back then, and we're going to take the tail end of the rope here, and we're going to pop it through the loop. You'll hear different expressions used to describe this. Some people like to describe a snowman. Some people like to describe being violent to someone you don't like. Whatever helps stick it in your mind. The snowman one, I'll just run through that. So we make our snowman, we put the scarf on, and then we take a carrot and we pop its nose on the head. And there we have our snowman. So once you've got your original figure-8, we're then going to thread that through our tie-in points. So our tie-in points are the two loops that our Bailey loop runs through here in the harness. So I like to go top to bottom first. And then we just follow that through, follow the original figure-8, rethreading it, and running parallel with the rope. I like to think of it like train tracks or ski electrics or two snakes following each other, whichever works for you. So we'll do another wee close-up version of that and run through it one more time for you. To run through that in more detail with a closer-up look, we're then going to put that through our two tie-in points. Once we've got that through our two tie-in points, we're going to pull it right through so it's butted right up to our harness, and then we're going to follow it through and rethread it. Okay. So like I was saying before, we're trying to avoid twists, and we're trying to just keep it running parallel to each other. Okay. So that's now rethreaded, ran parallel through, and you can see there we've got a nice rethreaded figure. Okay, so the final step is we're going to do a stopper knot. So a rethreaded figure-8, very safe on its own. Plenty of people will be happy just tying this on its own, but kind of gold standard belts and braces is to tie a stopper knot. So to tie a stopper knot, the way I like to teach it is we run your thumb along the original length of rope, and then with the tail, cross over your knuckle, bring it back round, and then cross over your knuckle again, but this time going in a downward fashion. That'll give you a little cross. And then you can take your thumb out, and that leaves a perfect gap for you then to thread the rope up and through, and that gives you your stopper knot. Ideally, you want your stopper knot to be about a fist. Anything more, it's kind of just excessive. Anything less, you've got a good chance it'll probably just work its way out. So about a fist is kind of a good length. We're just going to add the stopper knot on now to finish it off and keep it looking all nice and neat. So like I was saying before, the way I like to do this, thumb on top, and we wrap over our knuckle. We then come round and we go back over, creating a cross over the top of our knuckle, and we go down until we've got just about enough tail left. Pull your thumb out and you got a lovely little gap there just to pop that through and pull through. So whenever you do this, you still want to have a bit of tail left coming out the top of your stopper knot, probably like a fistful, so that's pretty perfect. And then you've got your rethreaded figure of 8. So when tying your rethreaded figure of 8, things to watch out for. Missing both tying points, quite a common one. Some people like to go bottom to top, because of that reason. It's harder to miss both tying points if you go bottom to top. The reason I go top to bottom is because if you do happen to miss one, if you've tied only one and it's the top one, it'll hurt, but you'll be okay. If you've tied only one but it's the bottom one, there's a good chance you're going to flip upside down, and I'm not very good at pulling Spider-Man moves, so I'm going to avoid that. Other things to avoid is crossing over the knot. So having the rope cross over each other as it's running and alongside each other. That just becomes a nightmare to untie. It's kind of not gold standard. It's not unsafe, but it's not as safe. And it's also just harder to check. Yeah, and that's kind of the final thing I'd say is, doesn't matter how many times you've tied a rethreaded figure of 8, always check your buddy's knots and have him check yours. Buddy checks are kind of like the last line of defence that we have to look after each other. So yeah, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and follow, and stay tuned to see what else we've got coming up. Thanks guys.